Why averaging 95% from the free throw line is almost impossible. Jaime Jaquez Jr. has now stormed out to a commanding lead in the sixth Man of the Year odds. Something we spoke about 3 weeks ago to start the talks of making it a reality. Jaquez Jr. is playing rejuvenated basketball for the Miami Heat after a down season last year, helping them to a 10-6 record and being able to weather the storm with Tyler Herro sidelined with an injury. On the season, Jaquez Jr. is averaging 16.4 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game, displaying his ability to score the ball as well as set his teammates up for shots of their own, playing the role of point forward at times and being able to control the offense off of the bench. He has paired well with another former Bruin in Norman Powell to help elevate the Heat this season, who will only get better with the imminent return of Herro. This is an outstanding accolade that Jaquez Jr. could add to his resume if he continues to play this way. Seen as a tweener out of college, without a true position in the NBA. Some teams were scared off by his lack of size to play power forward or being too slow for small forward. The Heat took a chance, and it is paying off for them, finding one of the better players of the draft and one that figures to be a good basketball player for many years to come. Jaquez Jr., who also has a sister Gabriela Jaquez, who is a star on the UCLA women's basketball team, was a star of his own on some very good UCLA teams, including the famous First Four to Final Four run in 2021. We hope that Jaime is able to pull this off and wins Sixth Man of the Year, as UCLA basketball continues to have a large impact across the NBA, living up to its nickname of NBAU. Norman Powell scored 32 points while Kel'el Ware had 20 points and 16 rebounds to help the Miami Heat win their fourth in a row with a 127-117 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday. Jaime Jaquez Jr. scored 22 points, and Bam Adebayo contributed 18 for the Heat. Tyrese Maxey had 27 points to pace Philadelphia, which played without former MVP Joel Embiid for the seventh straight game. Embiid, right knee injury management, has missed 10 of 16 contests this season. Maxey, who entered second in the NBA in scoring at 33.4 points per contest, was coming off a career-high 54 points in Thursday's 123-114 overtime win at Milwaukee. Andre Drummond added 14 points and 23 rebounds for the 76ers. Rookie VJ Edgecombe, left calf tightness, also was sidelined for Philadelphia. This was the first of 3 contests between the clubs. Miami controlled the contest throughout, but the 76ers got within 105-103 with 8:28 left after Trendon Watford's layup. The Heat then scored 13 of the next 15 points, capped by Powell's running layup with 4:40 remaining, to go ahead by 13. The 76ers honored the 25-year anniversary of the 2001 Eastern Conference champions by wearing replica black jerseys from that era. Allen Iverson, who was named MVP that season, was in attendance. Theo Ratliff rang the ceremonial Liberty Bell prior to the contest. Ratliff helped the 76ers to a 41-14 record before a midseason trade sent him to Atlanta for Dikembe Mutombo. Up next, Heat host Dallas on Monday night. 76ers host Orlando on Tuesday night. The Dallas Mavericks are sinking at 5-14, but one respected all-star sees something their record doesn't show. Miami Heat forward Bam Adebayo believes rookie Cooper Flagg is being unfairly criticized and made it clear after Monday's 106-102 win in Miami that the 18-year-old deserves patience, not panic. Adebayo praised Flagg's approach during a difficult stretch, calling him a young player who is not scared of the moment, despite the Mavericks' struggles and the absence of Anthony Davis. Dallas has now played 14 straight games without Davis, leaving Flagg with responsibilities few rookies face. Adebayo on Flagg. He's going to be hard to guard. Adebayo's endorsement came after he stole a late-game inbound pass that helped Miami secure the win. Even in that decisive moment, he noticed Flagg's poise. He's not scared of the moment, Adebayo told Clutch Point's Zach Weinberger. He's growing up faster than people think. By the end of the season, I feel like he's going to be one of them ones that's hard to guard because he's going through those moments now early in the season. That message stood out on a night when Flagg's stat line looked modest. He finished with 12 points, missed all 4 of his three-point attempts, and tied the game with key free throws in the final minutes. Dallas nearly took the lead before the turnover Adebayo forced swung momentum back to Miami. Tyler Herro, making his season debut, closed the game out. Dallas was led by P.J. Washington with 27 points, Max Christie with 15, and Klay Thompson with 13, but once again the Mavericks struggled late without Davis to anchor the offense and defense. Still, Adebayo focused on Flag's mindset, not the box score. A lot of guys would drift to the corner when there's 2 minutes left in a close ball game and let the vets handle that, Adebayo said. He was going to get the ball. The rookie numbers show a different story. Flag's season averages offer more optimism than the nightly discourse around him. Through 19 games, he is averaging 15.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 3.1 assists. That scoring average is higher than 2 of the last 5 Rookie of the Year winners at the same point in their seasons. He is also the Mavericks' second leading field goal maker behind Davis, despite being asked to play far outside his natural role early in the season. The context matters. Flag entered the NBA as a touted #1 pick, but he did so on a roster missing its co-star and struggling to establish an identity. Most rookies walk into defined roles with modest expectations. Flag has been cast as a stabilizer for a team unraveling around him. The responsibility the Mavericks placed on Flag became even clearer when looking at how different he has appeared since Jason Kidd adjusted his position. In one of the most talked-about moves of the offseason, Michael Porter Jr. is leaving the Brooklyn Nets and joining the Miami Heat in a trade that promises to alter the competitive landscape in both the East and West. The transfer, built through discreet negotiations in recent weeks, represents a significant shift in the strategies of both franchises. For Brooklyn, Porter Jr.'s departure symbolizes the deepening of a more patient and development-oriented rebuilding process. Although the forward displayed moments of brilliance during his time with the Nets, especially as a shot creator and a constant threat on the perimeter, the front office assessed that his profile did not fully align with the team's current project. In return, the franchise receives draft picks and young players, reinforcing its commitment to a more physical, defensive, and long-term roster. In Miami, the mood is one of enthusiasm. The Heat has been seeking reinforcements that can raise the team's offensive ceiling, and Porter Jr. emerges as an immediate fit. His three-point shooting, ability to score on isolation plays, and versatility as a tall, mobile wing are characteristics that appeal to Eric Spoelstra's coaching staff, who historically maximize talents of this type in movement and spacing systems. Upon arriving at the Heat, Porter Jr. highlighted the opportunity to play for a franchise known for its intensity and winning culture. Miami has always been a competitive, disciplined team with a defined identity. "I'm excited to be a part of that and contribute in the best way possible," said the player. The Heat's management sees in the wing a chance to alleviate the offensive load on Jimmy Butler and expand the team's offensive repertoire, especially in half-court situations. The expectation is that Porter Jr. will offer the team a consistent scoring presence, something that was lacking at various points last season. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, the player's departure is seen as a necessary move to reorganize the roster and build a sustainable long-term foundation. The franchise believes that the acquired assets will help shape a young and competitive group, with an identity more aligned with what the organization wants for the future. With Michael Porter Jr. now in Miami, the Heat position themselves as the strongest contender in the East, while the Nets continue to reshape their trajectory. The trade, one of the most impactful of the period, promises lasting repercussions throughout the NBA and sets the two teams on clear and distinct paths toward the next season.